Alright friends, first game is going to be a ZVZ here, in which I will, well, I already am 12 pooling. And I'm going to follow this up with a cheeky little hatchery in his natural to try and build a spine crawler. He opened up with a hatch first, that's good news for me. It's definitely very good news for me. And we'll build this over here. At some point we will need to cancel it, and then we'll start our own spine crawler. Now this should come as a bit of a surprise for my opponent. I hope at least. So, hello. There we go. Start building it. And don't forget that behind this I can just expand myself. So usually the problem is that you can't kill the hatchery with your 12 pool, and then you feel like an idiot. But here I am going to definitely be capable of killing my opponent's hatchery. He either needs to cancel when he sees a spine crawler, or he needs to pool workers early to try and take it out. This hatchery is way too early actually. I was thinking already. So this was I think a 14 hatch, 14 pool, which is a new type of build order that Zerg players have been playing as of late. Let's see how solid it is here against my proxy spine. Does mean that the creeper reaches me quicker, and as a result my spine actually has a little more HP than it usually would have, which is, well, hilarious to me, honestly. Oh, here we go. I want to definitely protect my spine crawler. I don't want to be losing that. I'm losing a lot of links already. Not, but he's also losing a lot of drones. He practically lost everything. I don't want to lose my overlord. That would be a terrible start here for this game, but at the same time, he also isn't really sending down that queen, so I guess that is quite nice for me. Just gonna continue attacking this thing. Losing that overlord, like I said, did suck. But we're gonna be capable here of, well, for now, just taking out this hatchery. And then we have our own hatchery, and we can play gasless from here. We can follow this up actually with a 2-base roach nidus. I've been getting some people telling me as of late, like, well, Harstem, it's fun and all, the cheesiest man alive, but a real cheesy man, he doesn't just open cheesy, you know? He's cheesy from start to finish, and often you'll get ahead with your cheese, and then you'll play it out like a professional player. So it's a fair point, and I'm going to try and be a little bit better about that. So I'm going to drone up here for now, but that's really just so I can afford my my roach nidus as a follow-up. Do believe I'm up in workers. I mean, I killed a crap ton of his workers. Forgets to leave with the GG, and we have our first win. No need for the roach nidus follow-up. All right, next opponent is a big bro, a Protoss player. Big bro indeed. He's gonna get proxy hatched as well. He just doesn't quite know it yet. We're going for a different type of proxy hatch rather than the two. I could have gone for a 12 pool with a proxy hatch. Now that I think about that, that would have been so sweet against Toss. Build it in the wall. Perhaps not great on this map though. No, we're playing a just a proxy hatch with a cheeky little spine rush, I guess. The cannon rush of Zerg, as people like to call it. And it actually opens up with a 17 hatch on the other side. So you have some of these builds where you have like a 14 hatch, like nice and early, but this is not the case. This is almost a standard build order if the hatchery was in your own natural, which once again, it isn't. He's gonna scout that as well. And we're like, oh, that's weird. Was full of violent. I don't care about taking that base. Sure. He probably thinks that I have the base at the 3rd right now. I think that's a fair thing to think. You know, he looks at this and he's like, oh, okay, maybe at the 3rd base. I think I want to follow this up with a couple of spines first of all, but ooh, in that case I actually should be sending some of these drones across the map, shouldn't I? I definitely should be. Let's see where he's going. Yep. I don't think he quite saw that. His drones are not going to be super on time, but I still believe it might be fine. Cheeky little overlord over here. You think he can count? He's a Protoss player, so perhaps somewhat unlikely. Otherwise he would know that 3 drones are missing. Okay, he figured out what's kicking off right now. We'll get a pair of links over here, and we'll get a queen over there as well. Then we'll set up our part with the spines right now. Oh, it's beautiful that he doesn't. He just barely doesn't see that. Like, he's here and he went in and then just didn't catch it. That feels so darn good, honestly. I do want to get ling speed, I believe. I think it is somewhat important here. Of course, once again, my main priority here is going to be getting queens out, getting links out. Then we'll take it from there. Oh, he's sending in this little adept. Now, absolutely vital that my first tumor doesn't end up dying. Like, really, really vital. If I lose my first tumor, I think I might just straight up lose the game. He's getting a forge here. It's an interesting response. It's a response that I've seen before. Not a response that I necessarily think is great. I also don't think it's awful though. It's a playable response. Like, you need to be very on point with it. Like absolutely very on point. So you need to hit every single cancel if you can. And it does hit the first cancel there. That's good for him. And I'm going to get my second queen. The reason, oh, this is really important. Like literally every single creep tumor that I get is so darn important. I'm gonna scout with this overlord, see if I can figure something out, right? I wanna know what's kicking off over here. So I'm just gonna move these forward just a tiny tad. Not all that far, just wanna be barely in range. Then he starts building cannons behind this, most likely. Yeah, there we go. And I think my target here is going to be this beautiful cybernetics core. Is that in range? No, it's not. That is indeed a Stargate, which does mean that continued queen production is going to be a little bit of a must here. Look at him just chronoing like a madman, isn't he? Oh, I thought that was going to be in range there for a sec. But not the case quite yet. We have another queen on the way. More links coming in as well. Okay, cybernetics core does finish the warp gate upgrade actually. And I just want to start taking out these buildings one by one. There's really nothing special about this. It's important that we do it anyway. So I'm just gonna push this a little bit to the left side, a little bit forward as well, allowing me to just, you know, go a little bit further with my spines if I really need to. And then I'm just going to, I think, take out these buildings one by one. So here we go with the first cannon. Now that sounds, or that looks stupid perhaps, but I actually think this is a completely valid play. I don't want to lose that. And now we're going in. See, is he set up? Is he set up? I don't think he is quite set up. I don't think he's set up at all over here. You guys go over here. Oh, lost my my first spine, which is actually quite bad. What's he doing? And he's losing all of his workers, that's for sure. And we have queens as well to help me out. Oh, should not have sent these in, but it's going to be fine no matter what. GG gets called, so we do get a GG. We get another win. Proxy hatch doesn't lose. One of the things that is really important when you're a professional proxy hatcher like myself is that you have a big variety of proxy hatches. And not necessarily because you have to, but because you want to. You see? Here we have a map with a ramp, and thus doing some type of spine rush is, I don't want to say impossible, but practically impossible. Instead, what we're gonna do is we'll go for a 14 hatch. Look how fast that is. 14 hatch over here. A 13 pool as a follow-up, and then we'll go into 2 gases at 14, and we'll go for a pretty big ravager push. Like ravager, nothing else. This is one of the fastest ravager push you can do. This is originally a Zerg versus Terran build. I've never seen this work in my entire life against Protoss, which means that if I do end up winning this, this is going to be a very unique little moment here. No, we drone up to 14, drone up to 14 again. So you're just constantly supply blocking yourself at 14 and then building a new building. That's basically the build order, the supply block build order. And boy, is it a beautiful build order. Okay, he scouts this, sees the double gas, he's like, oh no, my opponent is an idiot. Oh no, he has 10 IQ. How unfortunate for him. That's indeed quite unfortunate for him. I think I'm not even supposed to get this overlord yet, by the way. But I could be wrong about that. Yeah, maybe it's okay. I don't know. I actually don't know. It's been a while since I've seen this build at a high level. The last time was Bly versus Beyond on... is that map called? Not the Sun Station. It's a very small map as well. This is the one time I've seen this build. So yeah. Ooh! A forge though is good for me. Because that means that he'll probably want to defend with cannons, which should not be possible. Do I want more drones? I'm not sure if I do want more drones. Let's do it. I think I can afford it, actually. So we're gonna, yeah, continue. He sent out a zealot. This is also not good for you, buddy. Zealots are actually useless. He doesn't know it yet. He hasn't learned yet. But I have learned over the years that zealots are the most useless units you can have against any type of push. It's always a garbage unit. It never does what you want it to. It's just terrible all around. I'm gonna send one more overlord forward. Actually, I have my next overlord on the way already. I can just start it here. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, look at that. He thinks he's doing great damage here against my roaches, but in reality, pop, I'm turning all of them into these bad boys anyway, so it really doesn't matter for me at all. Do want more roaches behind this. Okay, this is important. This is a really big moment. Because now we will figure out whether this is any viability whatsoever at all or no. So we do clear that. I hope he doesn't have a battery. So far, definitely doesn't have a battery. Okay, it's just one? It's definitely just one. Look at this. Wait, is this all you have, buddy? Zip. Gonna take that out. He's probably getting a... Oh, he's probably getting a Void Race here, isn't he? Oh, maybe no. Want to micro this? Hi, Void Rays are out. Void Rays are out. What is that? What is our follow-up here? So this wasn't entirely great. I guess I kind of forgot about the fact he can just build flying units. Yeah, definitely was a small oversight. Terran can do that. I guess this is why we don't see it against Protoss quite as much. Well, congratulations, my friend. You tricked me again with the oldest trick in the book. An air unit. All right, we got the... One of the Protoss we had earlier. I can't remember if it's the last Protoss or the one before. Now, we're going to be playing a completely unique build once more. This time we'll go for a proxy hatch in the wall with a 14 pool. So this build used to be somewhat popular with a 12 pool. And the plan there is very simple. So you go across the map with your links and then you have a hatchery in the wall, blah, 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 blah. Life is good as we know it. Now, this is fairly different, as I'm going to be doing it with a way later pool, like significantly later pool, which means I have slightly more eco. And that also means that I can afford everything a little bit easier as a follow-up. So I have more potential in the follow-up. Hello? Why isn't my pool finishing? Holy crap, why does that take so long? I've actually built a hatch in the wall already, I just realized. Oh, this is such a beautiful position, isn't it? Maybe he can wall off in front. No, he can't. He's gonna need another building over there, isn't he? Oh, he definitely is gonna need another building over there. I don't quite know what to do. I don't quite know what to do at all. Okay, we're just gonna... this went terrible. This went absolutely terrible. Okay, we're just gonna build a hatchery in the main base. This is not quite how I thought it was gonna go. I'm not sure why I cancelled. Coming back to it, I was thinking, I was like, man, maybe I should cancel it, but that definitely wasn't the correct play. Looking back at how all of this went, no? Hello, Mr. Drone, please go over here. Cuckoo-cuckoo, Mr. Drone. Jesus, I love you more than you will know. Ho, ho, ho. Do I actually want speed here, or do I just not care? So we do have an Overlord coming in. This hatchery is obviously going to finish up at some point. I'm not quite sure what my follow-up is going to be. So we have a hidden proxy in his main base. Well, not so hidden anymore. Oh no. Please tell me he isn't in time. No, he was in time. But maybe we can force him to pull the Zealot back. He had to cancel a unit as well, which is kind of funny. He has a second Zealot out, actually. Huh. You hate to see it if you're him. He's gonna finish that pylon. If he finishes that pylon, I'll cancel my hatch. I'll do it at the last second, because I'm a good boy. Look at this. Poof! See if I can steal a gas or something. I'm a little stealer, I can't help myself. Am I ahead right now? I don't know. What I do know is that I'm massively supply blocked, and that I think I'm gonna follow this up with a ling hydra all in. Like one of these good old Mio Micah build orders. Oh, he already has a hatch. Or a nexus, not a hatchery. That's not called a hatchery. That's not called a hatchery at all. Tricky. Ling speed first. So we get queens. I was thinking maybe I skip queens, straight away go into lair and then start pumping out hydras like my life depends on it. That does seem like a pretty terrible plan. He opened with a Stargate, which is safe and solid. I think he might even start with a Void Ray here because he's so afraid of whatever the heck I'm about to do. And good reason for him to be afraid. I'm a scary dude. Can't help myself. I do want a lair though. Gonna start it after this queen in the main base pops out. You want to get it ASAP and then get a natural gas as well. Might need an actual spore in here. Yep, there we go. Maybe one more queen. and another extractor. Okay, so I think we're actually set up pretty okay here. My third base is, I don't want to call it a bait, but it kind of is bait here in my mind. Like, if he wants to kill my third, I mean, I'm not super okay with it. I'm kind of okay with it. It's fine. It's like using a... I remember back in the day, the fisher guys, they used to have like these fake little smaller fish as they used it as bait for fishing. I remember seeing that. And thinking it was quite nice little figurines that they would put on their, you know, on their fishing line. Just remember thinking it would be a shame if someone takes it. It's the same with this hatchery. You know, it's a nice thing, but the purpose of it is to be used as bait. You know, I want him to really focus on that third base so that he forgets about the fact that I'm gonna kill him on, well, basically 2-base eco. That really is the main plan here, at least. So we have our speed done. Now we're just gonna flood links like a madman. This is indeed the Mio-Mica build. And just gonna have a single inject over here and pop back into my natural so I can defend against any potential oracles, of course. Do you have a third? Not yet. It's interesting. You have a third? Not yet. Oh, you know what he could be doing? Sometimes you have these guys that go for the... No, that's not the case. Oh, that's definitely not the case. You have these guys that go for some 2-base carrier stuff. So I actually want him to build this base. It's important. Because if he builds this base, then he loses another 100 minerals. Hey, so it's not going to be just these 2 zealots. Which, of course, he did go for 2-base carrier. That is just fantastic, isn't it? I can't believe that I called it. I knew it was happening. Up. Pylon goes out. I don't think that was a cancel on the pylon. I'm not sure if he went for a cancel anywhere else. Okay, this is really weird. I think I need more gases, but I also need maximum hydra production. So we're gonna do both of these things. Like, it's going to be a very odd game now. This is just what happens. You know, you start with a pretty standard opener, and Protoss makes it weird again. It really frustrates me. Always does. Here I just want to play a normal 36 drone all in after a proxy hatch in his wall into his main base. Not a fan of this. We're gonna try to once again cancel his base. Maybe get some more drones as well. I just need more drones right now. And we're still gonna go for a hydra all in, of course. We're just gonna hit a little bit later. And that's completely okay. I'm fine with it, at least. I hope you guys are too. Just need to make sure that he doesn't get any static defense. But he has 3 carriers. I'm in trouble, am I not? I'm in so much trouble here. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's my queens? Okay, nice. Okay, so we have a bunch of hydras. Now, the hydra punches hard, but the hydra also dies quickly. It's a hard puncher. It's like a glass knife. It shatters quickly, but if you stab someone with it, I'm sure it hurts. I don't think they actually do make knives out of glass. Maybe back in the day they did? No. Probably had better materials already back in the day. Not quite sure when glass was invented. I bet that wasn't so early on in the history of humankind, was it? Oh well. 20 hydras here are out. And we're just gonna make a tiny little push across the map. And get more hydras. So I'm not sure why I cleared these rocks. It's not like I want to attack from this area. If anything, I want to attack from in between these 2 bases. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't be serious. Die! You massive prick. I lost all of my links here. This wasn't quite how I had imagined this game to go. I do believe I have lost it. Because he still has 2 carriers remaining, and all I have are 4 hydras trying to shoot these interceptors down while he's on 6 gases. Yeah, GG. Just gonna tap out from this game. Unfortunate one. I feel like if I would have finished my hatchery in the wall, then he would have to build a pylon over here, which you could have easily killed. Maybe there was some potential then, but not quite like this. Let's try again. I prayed, and at last the Terran arrived. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I freaking wrote down 2 build orders for versus Terran, because every single time I do a Zerg episode, in my mind, all I get are stupid Terran players. But this time I haven't gotten a Terran player in a very long time. I'm just glad to finally get one. And now I mess up my build order. You can't be serious. I'm playing my my copyrighted, my trademarked 14 hatchery proxy, the one that I stole from Bly against Ian, that I tried to do against the Protoss. Actually on this exact same map earlier. I'm sure just... Actually, I'll just build it over here. That way the Reaper, if the Reaper takes this path, won't see me. Ah, that is thinking, my friends. That is the brain of a professional StarCraft 2 player. The brain of a professional StarCraft 2 player coming right at you from the underground. All right. 2 more drones. I'm actually very excited for this. Like, this build is freaking strong. In the series, by the way, that I watched, Bly played 3 different proxy hatches. He did this particular one twice and managed to beat Beyond 2-1. Just to show the actual strength of this build order. So if I end up losing with it, it's not because this build sucks, okay? It is because Terran is broken. Or because my execution might have not been absolutely perfect, but a little bit more unlikely. We're gonna keep our Overlord well hidden on top of this little pillar for at least a little bit. Double into gas as well. And I want to get my Roach Warren out. Hello. Yeah, okay, I did start it. For a second I was afraid that I didn't actually start an Overlord. That would suck, because then you can't build anything. Now, I don't want to really build anything from here for a little while. I wonder if maybe he just sees the creep anyway. So maybe this is just dumb. No matter where the Reaper's gonna pop. Now he's also gonna see it if he moves down here, because there's gonna be... Oh man, I'm an actual idiot. I managed to make it in such a way that he, no matter what happens, if he gets a Reaper, he will scout his hatchery. I could have just built it here and all my problems would have been solved. Oh well. Oh well. Life isn't fair. I don't think he's gonna... I think he should cancel, right? He definitely should cancel the low ground CC if he was building one, which he doesn't quite seem to be. I probably want to get a pair of links because he, for whatever reason, decided to actually continue on, which is really, really wild in my opinion. Oh. Wow. Is he locked in? No, he wasn't locked in at all. Ugh, we're really... Oh, we're lacking so many things right now. This doesn't feel super nice. Just gonna throw some stuff on here. Links continue chasing. No! Okay, thank the Lord that I managed to cancel that. That was actually somewhat important. And the fact that my Overlord is so darn late is also not entirely brilliant. I'm not happy with that at all. I'm just gonna target down some SCVs. I hope Cyclone won't pop for another 5 minutes, but I have a bad feeling about this. I have to say, I have a very, very bad feeling about it. So we killed these 2. And we're just gonna start dropping biles in between this area. So we get both the depot as well as the bunker. Now we can clear this. Then we're just gonna move on in. One more shot! I didn't get it. Okay, that wasn't great. That was pretty freaking far from great actually. Oh no, you can't be serious. And if I'm gonna lose this game like this, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna try and tack onto my thing, I can only imagine, no? I think I can just go in and run past? Maybe I can. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, that went better than I thought it would. 1, 2, 3. Please finish. Oh, didn't finish. That was super lame. I feel like I'm being chased around by a bunch of Marines. Oh, his bunker actually burned down. This could potentially still be fine then for me, couldn't it? Just gonna get a couple more of these. Oh, look at this micro. Look at the micro. I'm just gonna get a couple of drones in my main base. Oh, this is one hell of a game. Freaking love this. Okay, we're getting 4 of these. I love that I only have a single one of both hatcheries hotkeyed. So I can't accidentally build roaches in my main base. Because I feel like that would happen otherwise for sure. Up, here we go, mate. Oh, no, a Banshee! It doesn't actually have anything, though. So he doesn't have workers remaining. He's gonna try and get... He's gonna try and get things out here, you can only imagine. Can I win this one base versus one base? This is the sickest game. Oh, I love this type of stuff. I think I just win this game now, no? Is something researching there? His skin is so weird that I can't actually see it. So we're just gonna run around. That way... And we're gonna continue building roaches as well, by the way. That's really important. Because then, at home, we can just continue our own production. I mean, he's dead, right? 100% dead. And we take these things... Maybe he has a hidden base? Maybe he does have a hidden base, actually. Does he have anything left over? I'm just gonna scout for a hidden base. And play, like, maybe one base Muta or something? I think that might be the actual play here. Okay, we just morph that into a Ravager as well. Take this off. Yeah, I think one base Muta might be the actual play at this point. It looks stupid, but just because something looks stupid doesn't mean that it necessarily is stupid. Okay, I can run away, hopefully, on creep. Oh. This thing is about to finish. I'm gonna get a natural, so I wonder if he still has that Reaper there, or did he finally manage to send it back home? I'm so afraid, actually. I think I might be losing this. Like, unironically, he's gonna have like, what, 3-4 workers? Oh, 2 workers only. That's a slim operation that you're running here, mate. Very slim operation indeed. Did I just double shot? Despite having nothing to do in this entire game, I managed to miss micro. That is also fairly impressive. Okay. I'm still going to continue building roaches here just to keep the Banshee calm, I guess. I'm not even sure how important it is right now. I think I'm just gonna hide my roaches. Just gonna split them up. That's what I'm gonna do. So then he needs to chase it either into his main base, or either way he will need to, you know, he'll need to deal with his hatchery. Does he not realize that he's actually dead? Maybe he isn't dead. Maybe he actually has a base over here. That would be so sad and hilarious at the same time. But then he would probably have more units here already as well. So it is actually unlikely. Okay. Oh, accidentally built some drones here. Like some clown. And we're just gonna go into basically 1.5. Well, technically it's 3 base, right? Technically we're playing 3 base Muta here. It's just that one of my bases is on the other side of the map, and the other base has 4 workers mining. So I'm not quite sure if we could really consider this a proper 3 base. There we go. Okay, it took a little while now, didn't we? Hop. Okay, I think we've managed to do it for now, right? Surely we've actually won this game at this point. Do we still need to go in with our roaches? I don't think he has a second command center. I could be wrong, but I don't think he does. I'm mining from 4 gases at a time. All he has are these Banshees. They're actually just gonna run by with my roaches. I wonder what his response is going to be to this. There's no way he GGs. Someone that stays in this long, I don't buy it. I absolutely do not buy it. Yeah, I knew it. He was scoping for the past 7 minutes already. There's no way this guy leaves with a GG. Oh, what a beautiful game to end on here today, my dear friends. Thank you all so much for watching to a new beautiful episode. What does it give us? 121 out of 194. New beautiful episode of the Cheesiest Man Alive. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Adieu. Bye bye.